If you watched our previous video, episode 21, we thought we had a visitor close to camp. We heard some crunching and movement, and the squirrels and birds were just going crazy. And we searched around, and John hiked around, and we didn't see anything. So we set up actually two plot watchers, my Plot Watcher Pro and John's, to overlook the ravine just adjacent to camp. And if any of you are familiar with the Plot Watcher, it's not like a game camera. It takes daytime still pictures, no video, no IR, no motion detector. So it's simply a time-lapse camera, daytime only. When the sun sets, it goes to sleep. When the sun rises, it turns back on. I had it set to take a picture every 5 seconds. We headed back to the clear cut to run a mission with the Phantom 3, the same mission we had ran earlier in the daytime. We wanted to come back at dusk because that's when the deer and elk will start to stir, and hopefully a Sasquatch as well will be in the area looking for deer and elk. We got a little bit later start than we wanted to. We had some electrical problems in Dean's Jeep on the way up. We had to stop for a few minutes to investigate, but we got it off when we had some light left. The video is a little bit grainy. I was running a 2.7K at 30 frames a second. So we got some detail of the clear cut. Not a lot of detail inside the tree line. It was a little bit too dark. But just like we promised, we ran this mission at dusk. We would have liked to have flown the mission a lot lower, but when we were programming the mission into the app, we tried to take into account the terrain where the Phantom 3 takes off from. The home point is registered as 0 altitude by the app and by the controller. So knowing that this clear cut was lower, we tried to compensate for that. We actually had to fly the bird into the clear cut and set the waypoints for negative altitude. I think we had it set as low as minus 30 feet, and it flew a little bit higher than we wanted to, but you got to keep in mind there's some trees that are in the middle of the clear cut that are pretty tall. And you'll see later in the video that we do a flyby on one of those trees. It was a little bit too close for comfort. So it's a bit nerve-wracking programming these missions, and obviously I'll get better at it as time goes on.